In this video, I will explain LeetCode problem number 6, zigzag conversion. In this problem, you are given a string and the number of rows, and the string has to be expressed in a zigzag fashion. What do they mean by zigzag fashion? For example, let's take the English alphabet for example. A to Z and the number of rows is equal to 5. In zigzag fashion, you are just drawing the string from top to down. That is, A comes in the first row, B, C, D in the consecutive rows, and we travel up again along the diagonal, then again down, then again along the diagonal, and again down. One way to solve this problem is you will just create a two-dimensional matrix and you will fill this and you will arrive at the solution. But if you look at a very important observation, right? What are you doing here? You are traveling 5 steps or the number of rows down, and you are climbing number of rows minus 2 times up. Then again number of rows or 5 times up, down, and again 3 times up or along the diagonals. So if you look very closely here, you can directly form the string. How can you form the string? That is, what is the difference between A and I? The difference is H, or 5 into 2 minus 2. Why? We are traveling 5 times down and we are also traveling 5 times up, but I and E will be excluded since they are the diagonal elements. So it is 5 into 2 minus 2, that will be 8. Similarly, the difference between C and K is also 8. Similarly, B and J is also 8. But the interesting part comes when we have to add the H, G and F also, that is the diagonal elements also. We don't have this problem for the 0th row and the last row. So if you look closely here, it will just be whatever is the difference minus 2 at each step, right? Why? Because J and I are getting excluded. So if the difference was 8 initially, for the first row the difference is 6. Similarly, for the second row the difference is 4, and for this row the difference is just 2. So what will be our formula? The actual difference will be number of rows into 2 minus 2, and the diagonal difference at each row we can use this formula and find the diagonal difference. And we can just at each step iterate and append this particular index till the end of the string. For example, what do? A, that is 0, you will add 8 and arrive at I. You append A, I, then you go to Q, then again to Z. When do you go? Until and unless the string is over, you do this task. A, I, Q, Z. Then again for the second row, you do the same task, but remember you have to add the diagonal element first, then you have to add J. So this task is repeated again until the string is over. Again for every row until the last row, and here you have the answer. What is the time complexity here? If you look, every character is just iterated over one time, so the time complexity will be n, and this space we are not using any extra space, so it will just be 1. Thank you for watching the video. Please do like and subscribe.